Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you enjoy this view of the desert. I'm basically just trying to rip on Trend's style as much as I possibly can, so I'm just gonna have a game playing in the background while I talk about things. Is that okay? Hopefully he doesn't mind. Oh my gosh, Enlips is on and that salvager looks like it's the size of a freaking mountain. Did you see that thing moving back over there? Anyway, not important. You might be wondering, what is this? Well, seeing as it is a new year, as of... oh shoot. Extract my phone here. 17 days. I figured I'd just, give a little update on the channel and what I'm exactly planning on doing, what plans I have for the near future, and just kind of, where I see the channel going basically. If it's not obvious to you, the videos that I make really do not take very much effort at all. They take like 3 seconds to edit, you know what I mean? I just go right into the beginning of the video and I cut out the little part where I before I've talked at all. And then I go to the very end and I cut it off after the screen goes black basically, and I'm like, alright, render, go. But now that Kara Cup 8, which was a very big turn, is finished, and Kara Cup 9 is on the way, but it's going to be very small, I figured, I kind of want to branch out a little bit. And maybe you've seen, I've been branching out a bit with, say, the Al Schweitzer videos. I love those. They're really funny. Hope nobody got really too offended by them, but it doesn't seem like it. After all, you know what world we're in today. I mean, having opinions is dangerous, so they don't want to talk about their opinions, or else somebody could be offended at them getting offended. Anyway. What am I even talking about? Yeah, basically I just want to branch out a bit. I want to make some more videos that maybe will take longer to make, but should be higher quality, you know what I mean? I'm still going to keep casting. I really enjoy doing that, and it doesn't take much effort, which is very nice. But I also want to branch out into, making more videos about other topics, like other games or other stuff. I play piano. I think I want to make some videos of songs that I play, but have to actually get good first. That could take some time. I want to keep up that the Riding It Like We Stole It series, from Homeworld Remastered. And actually, I recorded one of the videos for that over Christmas break, but I haven't actually edited it yet. And then maybe some other games too, stuff like that. So you can expect to see that kind of stuff coming along. And when I first started making kind of more random videos, first one was probably when modding goes horribly wrong or something like that. Do you remember that one where all the salvagers are falling off the cliff or something? I was kind of worried that I don't know if people are gonna like this and whatever. I think what I realized is that there's what 84 subscribers to this channel. It doesn't matter. And honestly, I really enjoy this stage of my YouTube channel because I can just do whatever I want. It doesn't really matter. That might sound a little scary for you, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, basically. Just firing cruise missiles off into the distance there, just in case there's a unit. That's a little extra. Anyway, yeah. By the way, say in the comments below if you can tell what game this is, because it is from one of the Kara Cups. Anyhow, I'm really enjoying this stage of my YouTube channel because I can just do whatever I want. You know what I mean? No one's really pressuring me to make any particular kind of video. And really the reason why I've cast all of the Kara Cups so far is clearly not because they get views. I mean, have you seen I'm still pretty small, right? It's clearly not because I think it's amazingly high quality content, or else I would only cast the ones where I think the games are going to be really good. Basically, I just feel I feel like it should be documented, you know what I mean? I feel like it's good for the tournament scene in general and for the community as well if there's actually some documentation of the games. You know what I'm saying? I wish there were YouTubers who were bigger who would do it. Heir of Carthage, maybe you knew, was going to cast Kara Cup number 6, but then he chose not to. He just kind of disappeared. I sent him an email about it, and he was like, yeah, man, DOK is an awesome game. I haven't cast it for so long. I'd love to get back into that. And then I sent him the replay pack. He was like, thanks, I'll get on this pretty soon. And then he just kind of disappeared. So that was pretty sad. I was honestly pretty sad about that. Because he's got 200,000 subscribers. That would be huge for us. Yeah, I'm not doing it because I think a lot of people are going to view it. I'm basically just doing it because I feel like it ought to be documented. I think it's good for the community. Look at AAV doing a flip maneuver over there. I'm selecting you, buddy. What are you going to do about it? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. What was I saying? Right. So yeah, I'll be trying to branch out a little bit. I'll be trying to make, make some other videos, with kind of random games and whatever. I hope you've kind of enjoyed the PUBG videos just because they're funny. I might make some more of those. I don't know. I don't want to like talk about my plans way too far in advance in case I end up not doing it, but I do have the idea I want to start making games at some point pretty soon. I've had that idea for a long time, but now I'm actually learning how to code, which is nice. So I might, make some videos chronicling how that's going too, but we'll have to see. At this point I've got 84 subscribers, right? Actually, that's kind of crazy to me. Because when I think about like 100 people in a room, that's like actually a lot of people. And yet, like, in internet terms, it's tiny, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even imagine having a channel with like even 100,000 subscribers, which is pretty small comparatively, right? But that's so many people, you know what I mean? It's really kind of amazing to me that there's 84 people out there who want to watch all my like trash content every time I make it, you know what I mean? But hey, good for you, good for me too. Not gonna lie, but yeah, I guess I wanted to talk a bit about the homeworld community, right? Like, where are we as a community? I kind of feel like I mean, right now we're kind of at the stage where like there will be a couple of games played every day, which is pretty good, right? Because I feel like it was even smaller before, like when I got back first. That Con F Siege already? That's nasty. Anyway, it was even smaller when I came back into the scene, like, what was that, 6 months ago or so. I feel like, we're getting bigger, which is nice. We're getting bigger, but very, very slowly. And I guess the question I wanted to ask is, like, do you see the community getting bigger from this point or no? And my personal thought on it is, like, it's very possible to me that it will never really get much bigger, right? And that's just, I mean, thinking realistically, that seems to be the case. But I feel like Homeworld is such a good game that I want to keep fighting for it even if there's not really a chance, you know what I mean? Not to kind of, like, portray myself as a hero, but I think I'm going to stick with Homeworld till the bitter end, you know what I mean? I'm not really making the channel with the goal in mind of it becoming like some really big channel that a lot of people know about, but even if it did, I would keep making Homeworld videos just because it's special to me, It's a special game, I think. I would love to see it get bigger, and I think there's a couple things that we could do to foster that kind of growth, but not that we could really choose, you know what I mean? At this point, I've kind of come to terms with that, and I'm sort of okay with the idea of Homeworld staying about the same size that it is now. But, a man can dream, I guess. So, to recap, I guess, what am I doing in 2019? Gonna make more videos of kind of different stuff. That might mean less videos of Homeworld. Maybe. But I still kind of, like, I haven't breached that barrier yet where I don't cast all of the games from a tournament. Like, so far I've cast every single game from every tournament that we've played in the Kara Cup so far, right? Pretty sure, anyway. I might have missed one or two along the way, but I don't think so. I kind of, like, I want to stay on that line, because I feel like that's pretty cool to say, like, oh yeah, I've done every single one. But we'll have to see, you know what I mean? Time may not permit it in the future. You never know. But for now, my plan for 2018 is to continue that way. So I want to keep making videos every day like I've been doing, except no posts on Sundays. You all know the picture. Yeah, I feel like that's good. It keeps me busy, which is nice, because I can be a pretty lazy person, so it's good to just kind of keep myself preoccupied that way. And I feel like you guys enjoy it too, so I plan on continuing to make videos basically every day. And I plan on branching out a little bit and making some videos, of other content, stuff that's not from the tournaments but is from Homeworld, and also stuff that's not from Homeworld at all, just like other games, random crap, I don't know. You get the idea. Actually, one thing that I've wanted to do for a while now is have, like, not like a tutorial series, but kind of an explanation series, like how, we talk about someone's micro being good. What does that mean? Like, how do you have good micro? Or what are build orders that can work? Like, what do we mean when we say that this is a good build order, or this is kind of like a questionable one, stuff like that. I think I want to make some content like that. I feel like that could be really useful to people. And I think I'm also qualified to make that sort of stuff. Honestly, build orders in particular, that's never been my strongest suit, but I know a thing or two about it. I know a thing or two about it. It's really cool to watch the game from this angle, actually. I don't think I've ever done this before. See those, like, that barrage landing over there on the left side. Only problem is I have to keep the right mouse button held down, like, this whole time. Oh yeah, and then there's, like, you see the interceptors, like, you can see them getting launched even though, like, we're on Control H here. You know, like, we don't have anything there. Oh, I think I just showed who the players were, but whatever. You won't go back and watch that to figure out what game it was, will you? You probably will. I'm looking at you, ZZZZZ. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? You know, one favor that I think I would ask of the community, if it's possible. How do I say? I think one thing that would build up the game a lot is if we used auto match, right? But it would be difficult because it's hard to get something like that started. But once we do, then a new player can come into the game, doesn't know anything, and he doesn't have to somehow find his way to the homeworld Discord server, which I feel like is one of the big points where a lot of new players are potentially lost, right? He doesn't have to participate in tournaments to get quality matches. He can just go onto auto match and it'll put people, put him with people at his skill level, right? That would be incredible. And there's a lot of things that we can do as a community, kind of make like our own ladder system. You know what I mean? We talked about that with Frosty Teeth making a 1v1 ladder. We never actually got around to it, but we do have the 2v2 one, right? But if we used auto match, I feel like that would be way better for us. So I can understand the challenges for like setting that up, but I still think that's something that we should go for. And then another thing I would ask is that like I have 84 subscribers, right? And I suppose it's probable that like maybe a couple of them don't play DOK, but I think almost all of them are gonna have the game, right? Just join our tournaments, Doesn't matter if you're like trash or if you're like a god or anywhere in between. It doesn't matter. Just join the tournaments, you know what I mean? Because those things getting big is always a very it's always very happy for me to see, but it's also an indication to me that something's working, that we're doing kind of the right thing. Like when Kara Cup 6 happened, and then when 8 happened, 2 tournaments after, and they were both very big, I felt like, yes, that's awesome. It's exactly what we wanted, you know what I mean? We just want more people playing the game, that's great. I'd say it doesn't have to be, like, you don't have to be good to play in the tournaments. We just want someone to play, I feel like that builds up the narrative a lot more, that builds up kind of the scene a lot more, so. But I have a lot of hope for DOK, just not necessarily that it'll grow bigger, like I said, but just that it'll continue to be fun for a long time, and I think the player base is small, but it's very dedicated, right? Not many people who play this game, but they really play it, all the time. I have hope for my channel, too. I don't see myself being, like... Honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to get to 1 million subscribers, to be honest. That's way out of there. But I also don't really see myself getting to, like, 100,000, 10,000 anytime soon. No, I'm not building toward that, you know what I mean? I'll stay small. That's kind of what I'm thinking about this. But I'm fine with that, because it's just kind of something I'm doing to do it, something I'm doing to help the community, I don't really need to be big. That's kind of my thought. And yeah, I'm really hopeful for the future because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're really going to enjoy it. Looks like the enemy carriers died there, so I get to stop rambling now for a while. Hopefully this gives you an idea of like what direction the channel is headed. If you don't like the random content, yeah, you're probably not going to be too happy. There will be a little bit more of it, but if you do like it, hey, good for you, right? And overall, I guess the last thing I'd say is the channel is mostly for me, because of how small it is. Like I don't really mind too much what you guys think. Not in a bad way, but it's just the case. So, yeah, you never know what I'm gonna put on here. It could be pretty random. But yeah, another reason I'm making this video, by the way, is because I don't have anything else to do today. Like no tournaments have been played, nothing like that. And I'm also pretty busy, so this doesn't take me much time. This will take even less time to edit than the normal stuff, man. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, probably tomorrow. By the way, notice you can't actually get out of the game when you're in this menu. You have to do Control H to get out like this.